This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
And this is Monster in My Podcast.
And this is Dragons General.
There's a monster in my podcast.
Before Dragon Lieutenant.
Yep.
And Dragon Sergeant.
And a Dragon Officer and a Dragon Gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And no gentlemen's here.
This begins Exdragonanza 2016.
Yeah, Dragon Fest 2016, which there may not be a Dragon Fest 2017. There will be a Beholder Fest 2017.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to call this like Dinosaur Gate. Like this is like roughly 7 times as many pages as anything else like the book.
Oh yeah.
And it's not as like it's not like, oh, this made me dislike dragons. But there's not quite enough here.
Nope.
Dungeons and Dragons went a little bit overboard with the dragons, I feel like.
I think so too. I think that they really they promoted them to the headline, you know, and I don't think that they were quite ready for it just yet. Because
no, it's like it's when like it's like the Ladies Man, the movie. Like Tim Meadows was not ready for that. He's a very funny man, but he didn't need his own starring vehicle.
Yeah, just he wasn't ready to carry his own role.
Yeah, you know? like beholders in bedrooms. You know, like you do something like that, like
that's the softcore
wax.
That's the softcore tabletop game, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what's up with these dragons?
So we're gonna get into this, and we've got these grouped out, but you know, each of these kind of follows a particular formula, right?
Yes.
It will give a broad overview of their temperament, and then it will describe how their scales change color as they age.
Change color and shape. Then a very long section on breath weapons. Before where they live, and then culinary corner. Each one gets its little like Alton Brown-esque like cooking tips with dragon, black.
How to serve dragons.
Yeah, how to serve dragonkind. How to serve your dragon. How to yeah. But this is going to be like, I mean, I guess we should say this, like, buckle the fuck up, because this is going to go on for a long time for you guys. Like, this book is not kidding around with dragons and dragonkin.
No.
And we got to get through it. This first part is just about moves, though.
Right.
Like the dragon general, like this says the commonality. There's a lot of really annoying semantic gerrymandering where like, well, this has all the aspects of a dragon, but it doesn't have a breath weapon, so it can't be a dragon.
It's like it's like what makes me afraid to call anything a fruit or a vegetable or a nut, because like if I come out here and say, "Oh man, strawberries are my favorite berries," somebody will fire back and say, "Well, actually, the seeds are the berries. The actual fruit part is."
You just don't be friends with that person.
But like, we're on the internet, Gary.
It's a really useful. Yeah, we'll just block them. Like that is a very useful metric for people who are not worth your time. It's a legume. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. No. Fuck you.
Fuck you and get fucked.
Yeah, get fucked. It has nothing in the name. It doesn't matter. Language evolves. Go away. Take your vegetable science and jump in a pit.
Yep. So the only true dragons fall into 3 categories, and everything else is they're not true dragons.
Yeah. So if you see them, don't be afraid or anything, because they're not dragons.
No.
So we got 3 kinds. There's chromatic. These are the dragons that are named after colors.
Yep, and those are evil.
Then we got the weird gem dragons that I feel like never showed up again.
Nope.
I don't know what these things. I've never seen them in a video game. I don't know what's going on with these guys.
Yeah, and those are the neutral buddies, and like a little bit of psionics leaked on them.
Yeah, they don't have magic power, and it makes them sound cooler to me. Actually, if you look at a list of their abilities, like I know psionics, are generally loathsome, but just as magic powers, they have cool powers.
Yeah.
And then you got the gem or the precious metal dragons.
Yes, the metallic dragons, which are always good and almost entirely boring.
Yes, even though we're going to get there in like next week, but some of the descriptions of the metallic dragons, if I had been in a more like emotional mood, would have made me cry. Like just reading about them just being good guys and just like, this guy's so good and I'm not.
Gives you a real inferiority complex.
Yeah, like these things, just why do I exist in the face of this fictional entry in the Monsters Manual? Why do I exist in the face of this drawing that some chubbo drew?
Hey, Gary, are you okay?
No. Because, generally no.
Yeah, but I mean...
Yeah.
We can't live up to the to the soul beauty standards that are put into our dragon magazines.
For some reason, like Moondogs didn't get me. Kotels didn't get me. None of this stuff got me, but some of these dragons where it's like, it will pretend to be a human, pal around, but then it has to say goodbye to its human companion and go live a dragon life. And I'm like, oh, no.
Yes, it can disguise itself as a human, but occasionally it has to eat enough food to accommodate its true
detail.
dragon mass.
But it's just some of the details that was like really hit me in the emotions for no good reason. I was going to say some good reason, but
what's funny is as you're reading these, what happens is you figure out the boilerplate. You can skip over the paragraph that's like there's a certain % chance they can speak the languages of other and like you have to like just you're trying to hunt for those nugs,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No. This first part, so Dragon General gets its own entry, which just tells you things that all of them can do, which are all moves like snatch, plummet, kick, wing buffet, tail slap, stall,
twist it, flick it,
tail slap it. So slap is a really good verb for that.
Oh yeah,
like unhand that gold piece. I challenge you to a duel.
Yep. I also like the snatch and plummet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, drop you off a mountain
because it sounds like a Portland store.
Snatch and plummet.
Yeah, you had to snatch and plummet, and it's an artisanal barber, and then you head on down to like Grain and Cracker, and that's a place that serves candles.
Right. On plates.
You have to present some candle ID if you want to get in.
You have to at least be a level 7 candle mason.
Yeah, or just a candle.
Oh, okay.
Just a level 7. Be our guest. Welcome to Grain and Cracker, the artisanal candle store.
And then they call all of this off at the end by saying with spells, oh, dragons learn spells haphazardly over the years.
The way they learn spells is really great. It reminds me a lot of how you gain new rights as you get older and how they don't follow a video game curve at all. So like you get to 16, it's like, oh cool, I can drive. And you get to 18, it's like, oh cool, I can vote and smoke. And you get to 21 and you're like, man, I can drink, this is awesome. And you get to 25, it's like, I can rent a car.
My insurance rates drop.
My insurance, I can get a carpet shampooer. It just like becomes this.
Yep.
I can move without knowing somebody with a van.
and then you hit 34 and marketers stop trying to ride your dick.
Yeah, exactly. I'm too old to be important. Maybe that's why we figured it out, Cole.
Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.